Only 20 hours to the SAT, and you can still crush it. I've helped over 100 students from 25 countries improve their SAT scores, and trust me, I've seen what works even at the last minute. First, I will dive into 3 mental prep tips that will keep you calm and laser focused when it matters most. And finally, I will reveal 3 crucial things you must do the day before the exam to walk in confident and ready. Don't skip any part of this. You will see why as we go. It's the night before the SAT, and let's be real. Your mind is probably racing. Did I study enough? What if I blank out? What if I can't sleep? And here's the thing, your brain has already done the hard work, and now it's time to trust it. But if you let stress and anxiety take over, even the best prep can go to waste. First step, mindfulness. This one is so powerful. When test anxiety hits, it can feel like your brain is spiraling out of control. To stop that spiral, I highly recommend you to try these things. Sit somewhere quiet. Breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath and exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this for just 2 minutes. It lowers your heart rate, calms your nervous system, and brings you back into the present. And here's the bonus. Combine this with mindfulness. Focus on something tangible like the sound of your breath or the feel of your feet on the ground. It's like hitting a mental reset button. But remember, this is just the first step. To truly boost your confidence, you will need the next technique. This is the secret weapon Olympic athletes use before competitions, and it works wonders for test takers too. Here's how to do it. Close your eyes and imagine yourself walking into the test center. Picture yourself sitting down, flipping through the test booklets, and answering questions with ease. Feel the confidence? See yourself finishing the test and walking out, knowing you gave it your all. Why does this work? Because your brain can't always tell the difference between imagination and reality. The more you visualize success, the more your mind believes it's possible. And if that sounds too good to be true, just wait until you hear the next tip because this one is a game changer for managing your stress long term. And here's the truth, the SAT is just one test. Yes, it's important, but it doesn't define your future. Putting too much pressure on yourself to be perfect can actually hurt your performance. Instead, set realistic expectations. Aim to do your best, not to be perfect. Focus on the effort you've put in rather than the outcome. And here's a little perspective for you. Even if you don't crush it this time, there are always more opportunities to retake it or shine in other areas. When you keep that in mind, you will find it much easier to stay calm and give your best performance tomorrow. It's the night before the SAT and you're so close to the finish line. But let's face it, what you do today could make or break your performance tomorrow. The question is, how do you make sure you're walking into that test center feeling prepared, confident, and ready to crush it? I'm about to share 3 things you must do today to set yourself up for success. And let me tell you, most students miss at least one of them, and it costs them points they could have easily earned. But here's the deal. If you don't stick around to the end, you will miss the one thing that could completely derail your test day. Let's get into it. First step, stop cramming. I get it. The temptation is real. You're thinking, if I just learn one more formula or memorize one more word list, I will be ready. But I'm gonna be really honest with you. Cramming doesn't stick. In fact, it can overload your brain and leave you feeling more stressed. Instead, spend 30 minutes doing a light review. Go over the key strategies you've practiced, review a few practice problems you've already done to reinforce confidence. Maybe flip through a few flashcards, but only if they are familiar. Then stop. Close the books. Your goal today isn't to learn something new, it's to solidify what you already know. And trust me, this is just step one. What you do tonight is just as important as what you do during the test tomorrow. Next one, sleep. Now, before you think, I know this already, I've heard it a million times, hear me out. It's not about hearing these obvious points, it's about understanding them and knowing how to apply them in the most effective way possible. And let me tell you something. Most of the success on the SAT comes from repeating the basics, not trying to chase some flashy secret method. But for whatever reason, people still don't do it. So, what's the secret? It's having someone explain it to you in a logical and structured manner. Someone who doesn't just say, do this or do that, but shows you the why and the how so you can start seeing real progress. So, when you sleep, your brain organizes all the information you've been cramming into it for the past few weeks. Without enough rest, your ability to recall information and focus will really drop. Here's what to do. Set an alarm for a consistent wake up time. Avoid screens for at least 30 minutes before bed to help your brain wind down. And don't forget, sleep is about quality, not just quantity. Aim for 7 to 10 hours of solid rest. And here's a quick tip. If nerves are keeping you awake, try the breathing exercise I shared earlier. It works wonders for calming your mind. But even if you get the perfect night's sleep, one mistake in tomorrow's prep could throw everything off. That's why this next step is so crucial. The last thing you want is to wake up tomorrow and realize you forgot something really important. So that's why I've prepared a checklist for you. Your ID and SAT admission ticket, a calculator, and make sure it's approved one. Pencils, at least two sharpened ones. Snacks and water to keep your energy up during the breaks. And plan a solid breakfast. Nothing too heavy, but something filling. Think eggs, oatmeal, or fruit. And because you've been watching so far, I have a bonus tip for you. Lay out your clothes the night before so you're not rushing in the morning. Double check everything tonight, and I promise you, you will feel so much more in control tomorrow. Imagine how much your SAT score could improve if you had access to all the best secrets in one place. Click on this playlist right here, Digital SAT Tips, where I've shared advanced strategies that have helped students increase their SAT scores.